don't know better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to...
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Santos set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
Alabama, 380. Stop here, man. Watch the whip. Stop, rush.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up the throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and
crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Right there, 54. Alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
45, 45. Mike, 45. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, ball. 45, Mike, 45. All day, baby.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trubisky to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
24's the man. Alert. 24's the Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
24's the Mike. Alert. 24's the Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 24's the Mike. I'm on. 24's the Mike.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Bears nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They go play action with Trubisky. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And that's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field.
But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Buccaneers 7, Bears 6.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
On first down, Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Not much there, only a yard.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On third down, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. And Anthony Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
33-yard line.
Play action, now it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Buccaneers.
Fournette on the counter. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Midfield to the 40.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Complete to Antonio Brown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14. Bears 13. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Let's go, D. Mike 54.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Being chased out left. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Antonio Brown. Incomplete. It's 3rd.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Brady again. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Trubisky.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it.
40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 34.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Last year's rushing leader among rookies, this is Josh Jacobs. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. From the 22, Trubisky. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he'll bang that one through.
Your Buccaneers 21, Bears 13.
So they throw the pick 6. Bearcat signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He's got this almost to the 40 before
what's
going
up,
out.
dude?
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Smoked out that bitch.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that'll be incomplete.
I was about to say.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
Move, girl.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Forced out to his left.
That is so fucking yay how that shit. Them niggas slow.
With a much more manageable 3rd down.
Gardner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the slant. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Hey, keep it up, Spot up.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there.
I'm glad I had that white on that
all
bitch.
the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball here. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney.
How
elementary. Yardage before being taken down.
No wonder. I see that. That's why he
decision to
fucking
go for it. Proves to be a good one.
got to go. You got the wrong guy over there. No wonder he's getting burned.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Definitely ready for the RPO.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4.
Let's lock in, fellas. Get a nice little pick right here.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's got Miller.
That nigga's the comeback king. You could do that shit all the way to the end zone for all I give a fuck.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Complete to.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Trubisky. That's complete
like
to Mooney.
2 plays.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL.
I got 2
EA Sports.
plays.
21. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trubisky to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney,
Play with
the
it.
target there. And now it's second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown.
Slow-ass Jimmy.
Jimmy Graham.
Slow-ass Jimmy did it.
3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's got it.
That nigga's garbage. That nigga beat me with that dumb shit.
Still
Good shit, bro.
On the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
That's still a good game.
Their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done.
Dumb
get the
niggas
game tied. Now your
oblivious
team has the
on
momentum,
defense.
And you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one
can't
here.
cover shit.
21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the
With that
end
slow
zone for a
shit.
touchback.
25-yard line.
I know what it is, though. I ain't doing it, but I might do it after this motherfucker possession.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Deshaun Gibson brought in.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yes, sir.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Brady gives this one off to Jones. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Play action. Now Brady out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The drive stays alive.
Slow.
3rd down gain of 8.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself,
That
he
nigga
goes
slow.
and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy
That
taking
nigga
shots
slow.
your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 35 on second down, Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's third down. Third and
long. On third and long, it's Brady.
Take the sack.
Under pressure again,
I don't
and
throw no
down he
picks.
goes again. The sack by Robert Quinn.
I don't throw no picks.
First-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas. The best since his lone All-Pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his 4th team in 4 years after stints with the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys. But don't be fooled by that. Robert Quinn still has a lot of juice left in his tank.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bears take over
at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate
That's
the
supposed to be a
defense making
pick.
some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Trubisky to throw. Open man there is Patterson, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run on first down. Jones. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
It's now second.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
3-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady rolling to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
8-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
24.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, a couple of pills in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. You got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be by.